last names. All right, so now we're going to factor this expression, and this one is a little more difficult. So this is an expression. It's not quadratic because it's taken to the third power, but it is not in factored form, and again, it's not equal to 0. What are we going to do to both sides to get it equal to 0? Stella?
Subtract 30c squared.
Subtract 30c squared from both sides. All right. So I'll get 9c to the third minus
30c squared.
30c squared
Plus 19.
plus 9c. Thank you. Minus 30c squared. Oh my god, I hate this. Plus 9c is equal to 0. Let's see if I can't rewrite this a little more clearly.
Wait, minus 30.
9c to the third minus 30c squared plus 9c is equal to 0. So the first thing you have to do is the next thing you have to do is factor it. When you factor, you have to go through your checklist. What is the first thing you look for when you factor?
Greatest common denominator.
What is the greatest common monomial here? 3 goes into all of them, and
C does.
C. 3c goes into all of them. So we must factor this by using greatest common monomial. So we'll factor out a 3c. And so we end up with 3c on the outside times 3c squared minus 10c plus 3c. And the c canceled out, obviously. It would. There we go. All right. So when we're factoring this, I know that 3 times 3 is 9, and 9 plus 1 is 10. So we're going to factor this 3c times 3c minus 1 times c minus 3. And I know this works. I can check out my linear term. 3 times 3 is negative 9. Negative 1 times c is negative 1c. So that gets me my negative 10c. So now this whole thing is equal to 0, right? So now I break it apart.
Whoa.
So what do I do to both sides to get the c by itself?
Minus 3c.
Well, right. What am I right now? Right now, multiplying 3 times 3. I will divide by 3. So you remember, you're always doing the opposite.
So that equals 1c.
0 divided by 3, c equals 0. So there's my first answer. So we're going to rewrite this as 3c minus 1 is equal to 0. What am I going to do to all sides?
Divided by 3.
I will divide by 3, but not first. I will add 1. I have to deal with that positive 1 first, or negative 1.
Divide by 3.
So I have 3c is equal to 1. You're yelling at me to divide by c, which would be correct. So we have c is equal to 1/3. We have our second of our 3 answers. Lastly, we have c minus 3 is equal to 0. So I will add 3 to both sides of the equal sign. And so I get c is equal to 3. So here I have 3 answers. I have c is equal to 0 and 1/3. And c is equal to, here's my 3. 3. So I have 3 answers here. All right, so we have pretty much gone through most of the ways that you will be asked to solve a problem that is quadratic. I wish you luck.